Thank you for tuning in to the Underground. That's right, this is Underground Live, and I'm your host, Brian Grinch, with my tasteless yet talented co-host, the detective of perspective,
Ray Tyler.
How you doing, Ray?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful, we got a real great show for you tonight, but first, let's get through all the BS. How you doing, Ray?
Oh, man, I'm doing great.
Mary had a little lamb. Wonderful. So, we got a great show for you tonight. We're going to urge you to call in at the phone numbers as followed. In Broward, 733-1400. That'll get you in to the Underground in Broward. Outside of Broward, 1-800-874-3454. If you're one of the luckier, better, well-off, financially stable people, and you have AT&T wireless service, pound 385, Bellstock Mobility, star 385. Shall we get ready?
Let's get going, Brian.
So, we have a real interesting show for you tonight. It's been one thing with the OJ trial. I'm not going to get into the OJ trial because, frankly, I really don't care about that anymore. Yeah, it's a sickening.
We made a vow never to talk about it, and then we kind of gave in and did talk about it for a couple nights.
But we really didn't talk about it. OJ was more Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's fine. Basically, what we're going to elaborate on tonight is the whole, we're not really going to talk about the Mark Furman thing, but we're just going to show that Mark Furman is only one man, and there's obviously police officers that are made insensitive to our spoiled society, and it's just everyday life for themselves.
It's very difficult because you're in a strange environment. You're trying to do your job. You're taught to be a professional. It's hard that the people really, there's more prejudice. People talk about prejudice. More prejudice towards you than you ever could be to them. You're trying to do your job. You're trying to help them every day. And it's very difficult. It's the way they treated you. They talk to you. They don't trust you. They don't like you. And because you represent the right element of the state or the country, and they never forget that. It's because it's the job that you're doing. I appreciate it. It's very difficult. Of course, there's corruption, there's racism, like Furman, but not everybody's like Furman. There's a lot of officers out there doing their job day in and day out, putting their lives on the line and doing the everyday job that they have to do. And there's no perfect society, there's no perfect person.
We have two of the guests calling in to us from New York City. One is a Nassau County police officer, and the other is a New York City police officer. We're going to go right to the phone, and we're going to introduce Bruce and Scott. You guys there, right? Now let's try it. You guys there, right?
Yeah, how you doing? It's Bruce from New York.
How you doing?
All right.
Let's go one at a time. Scott, you're a New York City police officer.
Yes, I am.
And how long have you been a New York City police officer?
Approximately 9 years.
Okay, and Bruce, you're a police officer in the state of New York, and how long have you been a police officer?
7 years.
7 years, and so tell us, you've heard what our guest has been saying, and what do you have to add to that? One at a time. Let's start with Scott.
So I agree with what your guest callers and your guest has been saying about the stress on the job. I also think that the stress not only has to do with the public, it has to do with the stress that the department puts on you, and that also accounts for a lot of suicide.
Bruce.
Yes, how you doing?
What are you whispering?
I'm sorry?
We don't keep any secrets here on Underground Live.
I wasn't whispering.
So don't whisper. Because we can hear you. I heard you whispering. You want to elaborate in front of the class what you're whispering?
No, I wasn't whispering.
So, what do you have to say, Bruce? What do you have to say?
Well, basically, I agree with the speaker now. Society has changed so much. And also, if I may add, I'm also an active member of the Gold Society in Nassau County. That's the Gay Officers Action League. And, you get it from both ends, not only from the public, but all over.
So you're gay?
Yes, I'm an active gay police officer on the force.
How does that affect your job?
It's very hard. It's very hard. I'm not,
So to speak.
I'm sorry?
So to speak.
Oh, that's not funny. This is live radio.
That is funny, Brian.
Scott, are you homosexual, Scott?
No, I'm not.
How do you feel about working with homosexuals?
Well, it doesn't really bother me that much. As long as, they're not staring me in the locker room, I really don't. We don't do that. We don't do that, Scott. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, just because I'm gay doesn't mean, I have sex while on duty.
I'm saying, I don't get it. We never discussed
I
that.
hope not.
No. That's strictly, my personal life. But, I mean,
So you're open about it with other officers.
oh, yes. But I in turn, I've also had a lot of problems with officers. I mean, there are some officers that, that do hit on me, like supervisors. And I have to tell them, no, I don't mix business with pleasure.
To make sure you have your priorities straight. I don't mean to interrupt here, and this really has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But Bruce,
Yes.
will you do me a big favor?
Yes.
In your most authoritative voice, tell me freeze, please.
Freeze, please.
Why did you want to do that?
Why, I wonder?
You're not bringing the gay thing back into it, are you?
No, don't be silly. That's just my lifestyle after work, and that's what I enjoy.
You're crazy, man.
You're a real mean dude.
I'll tell you, I get down and dirty with all of them. I was one day on a car stop, and I guess I wear the Gay Action League insignias on my uniform because I'm damn proud.
Wait a minute. They have
badges and stuff?
No, they're pins, all pins. And obviously the guy that I stopped, he was familiar with the organization. And he started badgering me about it. You gay so-and-so. I can't believe they have gay cops. So I smacked him all up and down.
Really?
Oh, yes. I didn't stop for a moment. How about you enjoyed it, too? Stop.
Right, dude. I mean, I can understand. I don't want to get off the subject too much. It's obvious that you grew up as a homosexual.
No, I didn't. No.
No, you didn't.
I was homosexual.
No, you didn't grow up with a bit of femininity, bit of feminism.
Let me tell you, you want the truth? I did not. Both my brothers were gay, but not me.
We can't talk about the gay issue here, right? I don't know what you're fascinated with it, but I want to get back to the brutality issue. I wanted to hear that story.
Get out of this lame, this audience that's too afraid to call in to speak with police officers.
And text the audience.
Because it's obvious that this is a part of life that people refuse to open their eyes to, and they like to live in their own little fairyland. No pun intended, Bruce.
No offense taken. I just want to thank you, gentlemen, for having me on your show.
Oh, you gotta go.
Yes, I'm going to go now. I have things to tend to, mainly.
Well, we don't need to know.
I have to get up very early tomorrow to go to work. I do work the day shift, and that's really about it, gentlemen. I thank you very much for having me on the show.
Thanks, Bruce.
All right. Any other questions before I go?
Yeah, Bruce. No, I'd rather.
I don't know if you're going to ask.
I better not. Okay, Bruce, listen.
But just remember, we're humans too.
Oh, God.
We get down and dirty just like the rest of them.
All right. Thank you for that insight to the homosexual aspect of law enforcement.
All right. Bye, gentlemen.
Okay, Scott, are you staying with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go.
The amount of money that you get paid isn't worth you sticking your neck out too far. What do you think? I don't believe that.
Right, all right, go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I believe that, I don't think that we make enough money, but I also believe that when you take the job that you're supposed to put in 8 hours work for 8 hours pay, you should believe in what you're doing. And one of the other things about you were talking about brutality, I think the most important thing in police work is that you don't get hurt, the perp doesn't get hurt, and you go home. You go home to your family. You know what I mean? It's hard to, there are guys who get carried away. I don't see it, I don't see it too much anymore in New York City. Everybody's afraid because there's video cameras out there. I guess since I've been on the job, I'm sure 20 years ago, there was a lot more brutality than there is today. All the talk before about gay police officers and that. I mean, the reason I called, the reason, you guys asked me on the show was because of police brutality. Like I said, today, I don't see it. There are certain things like going on in LA, and there are certain things, you hear on TV about video cameras, this and that. These are isolated incidents. There's a million police officers going to work every day that don't put their hands on people unless they need to have their hands on the people.